Give me a second, guys. I'm right there. Okay. Myself situated, motherfuckers. Alright. I'm hot, that's why I'm wearing my beater today. So anyway, alright, let's do this motherfucker thing. We already got Nick here. The tribal chief is here. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Alright, let's begin. Alright, everybody, what's up? Peter Gilmore here for a Monday evening video right here. Right here on the Shadow's Lair. Now, once again, welcome you into the scariest place on YouTube, the Shadow's Lair. This is episode number 12. So we got a Dirty Dozen. This is your Dirty Dozen stream right now on number 12 with a bullet. So episode number 12 of the Shadow's Lair, right here on the official home of the Shadow's Lair, youtube.com/the Shadow's Lair 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below on this very channel and all my other channels, which are in my pants, down in the description box. And as always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell, treat it like it's your bitch. Because you have a lot of bitches there. That's pretty much it. But tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, do it now. And this is your first time watching the video. Welcome and welcome to the party, pal! And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below, smash that like button to death, stick that thumb up my ass, and like Joe Cronin would say, and subscribe to all my other channels, show them your love and support, hit that bell so you get notified when I do a video on my various channels, share the video all over the internet, and if you dare, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Maybe I'll friend you, maybe I won't. You won't know. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. That's it. Alright, it is 6 o'clock on the dot. So, happy evening to you, May the 23rd, 2022. I hope you had a great weekend this past weekend. It was hot, not probably my bus rhymes, if you know what I mean. Because man rhymes. I was like, let's focus on this one. Okay. Yeah, it was hot this weekend, 90 degrees or more last couple days, Saturday and Sunday, humid like a motherfucker. Today wasn't that bad, a little humid still, but 75 was sunny. Now it's kind of mixed a little bit. There's some suns outside. It's cloudy. It's gonna be cloudy for the next couple days, but it's gonna be getting pretty cold here in the Northeast over the next days, and then by Friday it's supposed to get up to like the mid-70s. Rain. Not all Friday, but most of Friday. So Memorial Day weekend's gonna start a little bit damp, but it's still gonna be a little bit warm, and then the rest of Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, it's gonna be in the low 70s, which isn't bad. But not that I'm doing anything anyway. Actually, I am doing something, but yeah. Well, I have different plans. I'm thinking about doing whatever plans I need to do this coming weekend. So we'll see what happens with those plans. Probably Saturday I might be doing some things with my folks. I'll be doing that on Saturday. As far as Sunday and Monday goes, Sunday I'll probably be next Monday, so that's Memorial Day officially. I don't know if I have any plans for that day. I might just stay home. It's an off day, really, so yeah, pretty much what it is. It's an off day. This weekend is an off day, so I might have Well, after Friday, I have a probably have a probably have a 3-day weekend, 4-day week. Maybe I have a 4-day weekend. Who knows? But it is what it is. But hopefully, you guys enjoy your Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend, wherever you may be. Do what the hell you fucking want, because it's about to hit summer, ladies and gentlemen. It's the unofficial start of summer, as we all. I don't know why they call it the unofficial start of summer. I wish it started that weekend, but it doesn't, because the summer equinox does not start until June 21st, I believe. So got a couple more weeks till the actual official start of summer, which doesn't really last that long. So. We got all of July, all August, and partly all most of September before the autumnal equinox hits, or the summer solstice, whatever. But enjoy the week, and hopefully you have a great weekend, because you don't work on Monday. on Memorial Day next week, you don't work. Lucky guy, lucky all you. I'm not. I don't really have to. I'm not going to. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. But like I said, I hope you had a great this past weekend. I hope it was good for you. For me, it was kind of bad. I had a couple of days when I wasn't feeling so good, so that's why I didn't do a video on Saturday or Sunday at all. I just kind of took the weekend off to kind of recharge my battery, and I got out of the house and did some things outside the house, and took a walk, and just did some things by myself, Because the missus had to extend her hiatus, so she'll be back eventually. So it is what it is. I know it's like, Rosa left you. No, she didn't leave me. She's still here. Not here, but she's around. But she'll be back. She had to do her job. But it is what it is, and that's it. And see her family too for Memorial Day weekend. So I couldn't go, but I might actually be gone like Sunday down to the Jersey Shore, go down to Baltimore, and come back Monday. But it'd be like a quick trip, like boop, boop, back. Like a quick trip in your mama's anus, if you know what I mean. But it is what it is. That's all I guess I will learn. But that's it. All right, so we got Nick here. What's going on, Nick? Hope everything's good with that. And anybody else is watching? Well, happy Monday to you. And that's pretty much it. All right, let's get into this shindig. I already wasted 8.5 minutes, and that's pretty much it. And Chase's live boy too. If you want to go see Chase play Pac-Man. No, he has Pac-Man Fortnite going on right now. But it is what it is. All right, before we get to the actual news, I want to talk about. We do got Monday Night Snore, your cure for insomnia, the 3-hour cure for insomnia. Tonight, coming up in about a little over an hour and a half. Nothing really major happening tonight. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to Hell in a Cell. All I know is that Cody Rhodes is going to take on The Miz again. Probably just a further storyline with Seth Rollins. Whoop-de-goddamn do. Probably something with Bianca and Asuka tonight. Maybe Becky gets involved. I still think Becky is going to get involved in that match. It's going to be a 3-way dance for the World Women's Championship. Nobody cares. Well, I care because it's Asuka. So, not that she's going to win. I'd love for Asuka to win a Hell in a Cell, but she's not, sadly. We got that, and then, well, I don't know if the Usos are going to be on tonight. The Unified Tag Team Champions. I assume they should, because, we the ones. We own that promotion now, basically. Well, Roman does, in a way. But anyway, speaking of Roman, he was at a house show this past weekend, and he gave one of those speeches like, I don't know if this might be my last live event. But because he has a new it has a schedule that is kind of like a Brock Lesnar schedule where he won't do a lot of live events anymore. And basically, he's booked through September, TV-wise. So, just don't, and his challenges are kind of booked all the way till that stupid fucking UK pay-per-view. Oh, but you think that Drew McIntyre is gonna face Roman at that show? Nope. Possibly no. You wanna know why? Because there's a story going around that Tyson Fury wants to have the match with Drew McIntyre in his hometown, in Drew's hometown. So, you think Roman's gonna face Drew in Cardiff, Wales, so Drew could get his big moment in his hometown? No. I sincerely doubt that it's gonna happen. I doubt it. But never know with WWE these days. They're a train wreck. But anyway, yeah, so we got Raw tonight. I personally don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I'll still watch it because I got nothing else to watch on Monday nights. The Met game's at 9:45 tonight, so Rangers don't play till tomorrow. But good win for the Rangers last night. Held on and beat the Carolina Hurricanes 3-1. They were leading 2-1. On Savannah Jet scored, and then I think Cry do man, does what all do, cry the man's do. He scored, and Igor is standing on his head once again. And then they got the empty net goal with like 35 seconds left, and I was like, oh, good win. So the Rangers are now down 2-1. Game 4 tomorrow night at the Garden. Sadly, I am not going to that game. I wish I was, but I can't. But I got other plans that night. I might go to the bar, actually, for that game, but I'll see what I can do. Watch that game at the bar. Let's see if the Rangers can tie it up and bring it back to Carolina for Game 5 on, I believe it's Friday night. I think it's Thursday or Friday night. For Game 5. Then we'll see what happens. Rangers win tomorrow. It's a best of 3, motherfuckers, and you usually know that the Rangers are good in best of 3 series. So I still think the Rangers are going to win at 6. That's just me. At the Garden. But right now, in the Eastern Conference, he's going to Tampa Bay again, because Tampa Bay is about to sweep the Florida Panthers. Oh, shit. God forbid the Rangers win this series and they go up against a well-rested Tampa Bay Lightning club in Tampa Bay for Game 1 and 2, because they're not going to play in New York in Game 1 and 2. But just imagine that. Rangers, Tampa Bay, Eastern Conference Finals. That's going to be a very, very, very tough series. But we'll see what it is. If Tampa Bay can get back to the Stanley Cup Finals for a 3rd straight year, or maybe, just maybe Tampa Bay, not Tampa Bay, Carolina or Rangers, who have had their number the entire season, can pull off another magic trick and beat the Stanley Cup champions. So we'll see what happens with that on tomorrow. As far as the Mets go, they had a pretty good series in Colorado. They got snowed out on Friday. Then they had a doubleheader on Saturday. Won the first game, lost the second game, because they basically couldn't hit in the second game. I guess they got tired after the first game. So they split the doubleheader on Saturday, and then my allergies are acting up. And Sunday they played a pretty damn good game. Won the game 2-0. Taijuan Walker pitched his ass off for once. Got the win. Mets took 2 of 3. Another series win. They're in 10-1-1 in their first 13 series. Now they got a very tough series in San Fran starting tonight. David Peterson on the mound tonight. Chris Bassett on the mound tomorrow night. And then game on Wednesday afternoon, they got not rookie, but he's in the minors. His name is I think his name is Jared Zapuki or Zapuki. Everybody has fun. No, yeah. So they're gonna have one of those minor league starts. Let me get the Bible for a second. Yeah. So Zapuki is making his debut with the Mets. Let me see if I can find his numbers here. I can find him on the book, if he's even in the book. Thomas Sabuki, not Jared Sabuki. I don't know who Jared Sabuki is. Yeah, Thomas Sabuki did play for the Mets last year. What stunk, his ERA was higher than my mortgage, 14.73. Pitched one stinking game. Three and two-thirds innings. Gave up 7 hits. And basically that's it. So yeah, he basically came in like very late in the season and stunk up the joint. Like I said, 14.73 ERA last year. So he's making his 2022 debut. So one of those spot start games because they don't have the ground, they don't have Scherzer, and McGill's not coming back for at least another week. He comes off the DL on Friday, but he's going to be doing some rehab games. But he will be with the team next weekend with that huge 13 games in June. When they go to LA for 4, Padres for San Diego for 3, and then Anaheim for 3, and they come home from Milwaukee. That's a recipe for disaster for you fans. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens with that. Mets are 8 games, 7.5. I think they're 7.5, 8 games up on JD's Braves. So don't have to really worry much about the Braves as of right now. But anything can happen between now and next weekend. The way the Mets are going. But I think they might, if they could take 2 or 3 again from the Giants, that's pretty damn good. Coming home to face the Phillies, that shithole. Not in Philly, but Philly's a shithole. And people that live in Philly are shitheads, except for my cousin because she lives there. So, anyway, but yeah, Philly's a shithole. So, kind of like Pittsburgh and the UK, it's a shithole. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what the Mets do tonight with Peterson on the mound, and then that's it. If they win 2 or 3, I'll be happy. Then they have the off day on Thursday. They come home for a weekend series against the Phillies, and then they play Washington right after that before going on that big, huge 10-game road trip. We'll see what happens with that. If the Mets can win 6 out of 10, I'll be happy. I'll be a happy camper going into the middle of June. And that's pretty much it. And we'll move on. All right, chat room's open. If you guys want to talk Mets, Rangers, wrestling, some other stuff, it's open forum right here. We're not gonna go too long because I got Raw in about an hour and a half. And then I might be in the chat for my Puerto Rican princess Issa, the New York City Demon Diva herself. She's probably gonna do a watch along for Raw, so I'm probably gonna be doing that. Then have my sensible dinner, and watch the rest of Raw. Then watch the Met game in between on the MLB app. Watch it on the computer on the stream. So, because I don't trust the SNY app I have, because every time I watch it, it freezes for some odd reason. Well, I have an app if it freezes all the time. Well, that kind of reminds me of Peacock. Roser wants me to get Peacock and get rid of the rich man's cable. I'm like, are you serious? Why would I get rid of the rich man's cable when I could get the USA app or the TBS TNT apps too and watch it on my phone. Well, that's just a waste of time. Because those can fuck up too, even with a good internet connection. But I'm pretty fine with with my dish. With my dish subscription and everything. So, yeah, I don't pay an arm and a leg. I used to pay $67. I don't pay an $82 because they gave me a discount for last year for $10 for the rest of the year. Now I lost that. Now I'm paying $82 for I assume the rest of this year, but probably by November, December, it's gonna probably go up another $5. with the they go up every fucking year. I don't know why they go up every year. Why? Just stay at one price for until they figure and they feel like going up another $5-10 or whatever. But you know, with the surcharge and the communications fees and all that shit, pain in the ass. So, but I don't know. I mean, my bill will probably go up to about $90 going into 2023. I may keep it, or I may go down a package. But if I go down a package, if I go down a package and then I lose the USA Network, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it doesn't really matter to me because the only thing I'll lose is NXT and Raw, which I can just watch on watchwrestling.ch. So it doesn't really hurt me too much, doing my Raw reviews and my NXT reviews or anything like that. Blah 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 blah. But trying to save as much money as I can for which as we all know, bills are going to be piling up as they always do. Cable bill goes up. The internet bill goes up. That's going to be going up. My internet bill's going up another $30 in July. I already paid this month, so I'm good. I just got to pay the rich man's cable next week. So we got that. I got to pay my phone bill's already paid, so I'm good with that. Basically, all my bills are pretty much paid off already for June. And that's pretty much it. And I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting to go on vacation, which might be next week, it might be 2 weeks, might be 3 weeks, it might be at the end of June. Who knows? I don't know. But I will be going on vacation pretty damn soon, but you won't know where and when. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna get away from these fucking assholes, these freaking trolls that want to try to drive a wedge in between me and the members of the Prophecy and everybody else in my life. It's not working. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. You can't kill the Prophecy one by one, so, and you can't kill the, you can't chop the head off the snake, which is me. So, even if you try really, really, really hard, but like your cock's not that hard, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on from all that. So we got that. All right, Nick's back. I said, let's go Mets and Rangers. Indeed, and we'll see what we'll see what happens with the Mets tonight and the Rangers tomorrow night. And that's pretty much it. Basketball playoffs are still going on. The Warriors are destroying the Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals. Because the Eastern Conference Finals is pretty interesting series. 2-1 over the Celtics. Game 4 I think is tonight or tomorrow in Miami. Well, I think it's Miami or Boston. I forget where Game 4 is. I think it's in Boston or Miami. I don't care, but we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on from that. So players are still going around. They're still messing with TV. What else is new? But anyway, speaking of TV, Rampage, I thought was going to be live this week. I would assume it was supposed to be live because it's from Vegas. But nope, it is not live this week. It is taped once again. And from what I read on ringsidenews.com, the Bible of all wrestling news, wrestling news stated that that Rampage is going to be on once again at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's 4 o'clock Pacific. So we'll see what happens with that. I wish it was live, but you know, Tony Khan just continues to have his beat show just disintegrated on whatever night they even put it on. Like on Friday night, whatever time slot they get is garbage. DVR says 5:30, but I think that's a misprint. So, well, my DVR says 5:30. Ringside News says 7. I think it's 7 because I'm going by Ringside News. So another Rampage at 7 and goes right into SmackDown this Friday night. So it should be an interesting Memorial Day weekend for the WWE. And then we got Double or Nothing weekend coming up. Excuse me. 10 o'clock on 10 o'clock at 10:30 on TNT. We got the countdown show if you want to watch that. But you know, just hyping up. It's just basically a hype show. That's basically it's nothing like matches or you know exclusive interviews or anything like that. But it is what it is. And then nothing Saturday and this Sunday, Double or Nothing from Vegas at 8 p.m. on whatever stream you want to watch it on, pay-per-view, the Fight Network, Bleacher Report, WatchWrestling.ch, or whatever streaming site you actually use. That's good. Looks like Double or Nothing's gonna be a pretty damn huge show. It's just gonna be a little bit finalized by Wednesday and Friday, and that's pretty much it. But once again, Rampage, 7 o'clock this Friday. And then next week, I believe it will go back to its normal time slot of 10, but that's not definite yet. But we'll see. Because we got the basketball playoffs will be in the NBA Finals, so that's not going to be on TNT, so that won't be a problem. Rampage. But I think it might Rampage will still be preempted because of the hockey playoffs, which are going to probably be entering the East and Western Conference Finals. So probably probably next week will probably be preempted again. And then I would think the week after that will go back to its regularly scheduled time. But you know, check Friday night what they say on Rampage if it's going to be back at 10 o'clock or it's going to be back at 7 o'clock or 5:30. Who knows? But that's it. The ratings came out for Rampage and SmackDown. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. My allergies are kicking. It's the summer. I'm going to start getting. I feel like I'm getting hay fever or summer fever, but it is what it is. I'm sneezing like sneezing like crazy. I'm itchy. I'm congested. I don't have COVID, thankfully. Sorry, Charles. But I hope you get it. But I digress. But anyway, the ratings for SmackDown and Rampage. Exactly, Nick. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nick said, "Fuck the trolls." Exactly that too. And he says, "A fever is to cure more cowbells." I got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell. Don't fear the Reaper. I don't think Bruce Dickinson ever will live that down. For putting him and a Blue Oyster Cult for putting cowbell in Don't Fear the Reaper, which is a classic. Season Don't Fear the Reaper. I always thought that song's about the Undertaker for some odd reason. Not when I first heard it, when the whole thing was like, "I want cowbell," you know. Will Ferrell and company. That was good. But if you have a fever, the only cure is more cowbell. And good sex, of course. But I digress. But yeah, that's a cult classic song by Blue Oyster Cult. You know what another one is by Blue Oyster Cult? Oh no! They say he's got to go. Oh no, Godzilla! Woo! Burning for you. Good stuff by the BOC. Not the BBC or the BCC. It is what it is. I think I read a story that Renee Paquette was on her oral session show and she didn't know what the hell a BCC was. Okay. You were backstage with a whole bunch of black dudes there, Renee, in your time in WWE. You don't know what a BBC is? But you do know what a BCC is. Because your husband's in it. It is a story about Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, about scary, almost injury on Rampage last Friday, where his foot got caught in between the ring and that ramp. Nasty. But Twitter showed the video. It was ugh. They have Moxley and then referees and medic people and other members of the roster kind of move, push the ramp and the ring back so he can get his foot out, and he's screaming in pain. I just hope he doesn't miss any ring time. I don't think he'll be on Dynamite this week. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. So I may throw a wrench in this 5-on-5 violent match they're doing with Jericho Appreciation Society. Moxley, Danielson, and Eddie Kingston and company. They're not calling it like Stadium Stampede. They're not even doing Blood and Guts, which I thought they were gonna do. They're calling it Anarchy in the Ring. Or something like that. Anarchy in the Stadium. I don't know Anarchy in Vegas. I don't know what they're calling it. I think it's called Anarchy in the Ring. So, see what happens with all that, and we'll move on from there. But yeah, I could go for some cowbell. Not like that, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I didn't have a fever or anything this past weekend. I just had my usual allergies, and I was a little bit depressed this weekend, but I'm over it right now. And some personal problems that I had last night going into this morning. But everything's okay. Nothing bad with me and the missus. Me and the missus are still on good terms and everything. Everything's good, and me and Rosalind. Me and Rose are doing pretty damn good. She's just on hiatus. I don't know when she's coming back, which sucks. Hope it's soon, so she can come back, and then we can hopefully finalize our vacation and get out of this goddamn place. And sit back and enjoy the weather, enjoy a vacation wherever that may be. Sitting out on a beach, and just having fun. We'll come back for a little bit. July 4th weekend's coming around the corner. We'll be gone for that weekend too. And then Rose's birthday's coming up at the end of July. We'll be away for that one too. We're not going to Timbuktu. We're gonna be down at the Jersey Shore and everything. But and then August comes, and then I'll be around in August. Not that much in August, but I do have plans to go for a little bit. Probably for a couple days in August, like maybe a few days to about a week in August. Maybe going to Texas, maybe going to California, who knows. But yeah, I got my summer plans all basically almost done. But like I said, I told you guys many times, I will not be on here most of the time during the summer. I will be I'll try to do my reviews as much as I can, but when I am away, if I'm away in Florida, if I'm away in California, or Texas, or Mexico, or wherever I am, reviews will probably not come at all. I don't even be on YouTube that much. Maybe just watching watching the people that I'm subscribed to their videos like Chase and Kill Cronin and people like that. I'll probably be I might be in the chat, might be in the just leaving comments here and there, or just might not do anything. I don't know, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it for the summer. So I'm gonna have a good summer. I hope the members of the prophecy have a good summer too, and to all you trolls, I hope you have a rotten summer. Hope it gets so hot where you are that you melt like an egg. And pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on. Alright, so before we get to more wrestling news, we got some sad news to report. No, nobody died. Well, somebody died, but thankfully she is okay. And to the sad news, the first part of the sad news is that Amy Osborne, the other forgotten Osborne, Amy Osborne, almost died over this past weekend. Now, Amy was in the studio, in her studio, because she's a singer. Don't forget, she has an album out. If you want to go listen to it. But basically, we don't really talk about Amy Osborne a lot. Like I said, she is the second forgotten Osborne next to me. That's what it is. So anyway, Amy and another member of her band or a member of the studio, somehow got out of this burning building because the building was on fire. I don't know how it caught on fire. Maybe like electrical fire or some shit like that. But she survived that. But some other people that were in the building died. So my condolences go out to Amy Osborne and her friends that tragically died in that studio fire. But like I said, Amy's fine. I think she did say in a statement that she jumped out of the I think it was like a 2-story window and an Ozzy caught her or something like that. Don't know if that's even true, but excuse me. Choking. I'm not dying, god damn it. Oh, you're 45, you look like you're dying. I'm in good health, motherfuckers. I don't have dementia, I don't have this and that. And plus, you can't prove it. You trolls can't prove one single solitary goddamn thing about me or any members of the prophecy. So, fuck you. But we'll deal with that later. Anyway, but glad Amy's fine. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so on the other side of that news, I got more bad news in Osborne land. Well, actually, we have some good news and bad news, so I'll get to the bad news first. Bad news is that, Ozzy Osbourne, my dad, Ozzy. No, he's not dead. So, like, he's 130. But, kind of like me. But, it just wasn't. Anyway, so Ozzy, well, besides him getting COVID, but he's now over COVID, thankfully, Ozzy now needs additional surgery on his neck. Because, I reported a few months ago that Ozzy was going to be going for more surgeries this year, and then he's going to do some rehab, and then he's going to go back on tour. I thought later this year, but now they're saying, no, he's not going on tour, back on tour till next year. So, 74-year-old Ozzy Osbourne, because he'll be 74 this year, a year younger than my actual dad, because he's going to be 75, my mom's 75. But anyway, Ozzy's going to be 74 in December the 3rd, I believe. So yeah, Ozzy's going to be, incommunicado. Just waiting for this, I think he has this surgery, and I think he has another surgery coming up. But this surgery, and I'm taking this from Yahoo! entertainment news. Ozzy Osbourne needs additional neck surgery, and in a statement, he says he can't walk properly these days. Well, if you have a bad neck, you can't walk at all sometimes. But yeah, with his Parkinson's disease, still going on, the whole COVID thing, he's a mess. He's still kicking ass. So, thoughts and prayers to my dad, Ozzy Osbourne. But anyway, let's get to this news story. And I quote from Yahoo Entertainment. This appeared on Consequence, which is, I guess, a music type website. Never heard of it before. Anyway, they first reported that Ozzy Osbourne needs additional neck surgery and he can't walk properly these days. So that's the main story. Ozzy revealed that he's waiting to undergo additional neck surgery and currently has trouble walking. He addressed his lingering health issues during a candid interview with Classic Rock. That's a magazine, by the way. The singer hopes to mend his neck problem so he can return to touring in 2023. Not anytime soon, unless there's a miracle, not a miracle man, but a miracle that he can do this tour later this year and finish up the No More Tours 2 tour, which is basically his final tour ever. It started in 2018, and then there was a lot of postponements due to Ozzy's health, injuries that he suffered. Then the pandemic hit. He barely did any shows at all, and he was supposed to saw some shows this year in the UK with Zakk Wylde in the touring band, but I guess that got shut down because of more of Ozzy's health. Like I said, he's a mess, but he's still kicking ass. It's just been bad years for Ozzy and company. Sharon getting COVID, Ellie getting COVID, Jack got COVID, and now Ozzy got. But everybody in Osbourne land is fine. Even Amy, the forgotten one, surviving a building fire. So just a stroke of bad luck for the Osbournes so far. But there is some good news in it that Kelly is now pregnant. Jack's new wife just had their baby. That's good. Jack's, I believe, third or fourth kid. So, congratulations to Jack! Turn this TV on, we're stuck on the Willie channel! Jack! Okay, so we got that. But anyway, so there is good news and bad news out of this whole thing with the Osbournes. And we'll move on from there. Ozzy said in a statement, "I can't walk properly these days. I'm waiting on more surgery for my neck. I have physical therapy every morning. I am somewhat better, but nowhere near as much as I want to. I want to be before I go back on the road." So that's going to be next year. It's in 2023. He's going to start the UK leg of the tour, which is supposed to happen this year. And the mighty Judas Priest will be on that tour. I can't wait for that. Holy shit! They come to I hope by summer next year they come back. They come to New York. They were supposed to be at the Garden, I think in 2020 or 2021. I was supposed to actually go to that show. Because I gotta see Ozzy before he actually kicks the bucket and retires, you know what I mean? It's like seeing Kiss before they go, and yeah, there's no way I'm gonna go see Kiss. I mean, I did see the New Year's Eve show on YouTube, so that kind of counts? I don't know. But it is what it is. Ozzy at fucking 73, man. At fucking 73, I've done pretty well. I don't plan on going anywhere, but my time's going to come eventually. Not in another 20 years, I think. The way he's going. Well, I don't know. Maybe hopefully another 15, 20 years, but we'll see. Ozzy has achieved a lot in his career, from fronting Black Sabbath to his highly successful solo career, but he still has one more box to check off his bucket list in his latter years, and he remarked, "A #1 Ozzy album." I thought he already had one of those. I could have sworn his solo albums went to #1. I mean, especially the stuff with not Randy Whitesell, but Randy Rhoads. I thought Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman went to number 1 on the Billboard charts. Not telling me there, Oz? I don't know. I know Bark the Moon didn't get the number 1, and Ultimate Sin was in like the top 50. No Rest for the Wicked, which was the first album with Zach, that was, I think, in the top 10. Osmosis was around the top 10, top 30. Then I think the next studio album after that, because he did some live stuff with the box set and stuff like that. They did live at the Budokan. But I think his comeback album with Zach, which I think was Black Rain, didn't do that great, but still. And then the one with Gus Keys, which was called Scream, taken. And then his latest one, Ordinary Man, I thought went to number 1, but did not go to number 1. Maybe in the UK, but if Ozzy's saying he hasn't had a number 1 album, I'm kind of not believing that. Maybe since the Randy Rhoads days, but we'll see. So he's looking to get a number 1 Ozzy album before he departs and leaves us all. Goes hangs out with "Let me do my stew, rock out with you, cock out." All right, hangs out with Lemmy and the crew up there. Vonnie, James Dio, and Randy, of course. He says, "I'm coming back to England this year too. I've had enough of living out here in America. My intention was never to stay out here." So yeah, he's gonna be going back to England sometime this year, and his historic Buckinghamshire abode, which I've seen and I've been to. I didn't go in it though, but I've seen it. It's gonna be a dedicated rehabilitation wing, according to the Daily Mail. It's gonna be specifically designed around Ozzy's physical health issues. It's gonna feature an abundance of stopping and sitting spots, discreet grab rails and aids, soft non-slip surfaces, plus an on-site nurse's flat. Which I guess he's going to have like a 24/7 nurse. That's it. In addition, there will also be a pool house, orangery. No, that is, I guess it's going to be a pool house. Garden room. And a health and welfare exercise studio. That should be good for Ozzy because he loves to work out and everything. So I mentioned, his battle with Parkinson's disease. He just contracted COVID. We all remember that whole thing. I did a video about it. But it is what it is. Okay, then I was talking about Ozzy's No More Toys 2 farewell tour. It started off in 2018, but was postponed so many times with Ozzy's health, and then the pandemic hit. It's still going on, this fucking pandemic, this fucking virus. But as of now, he's slated to return back to the road in early 2023 for a UK European tour with support from Judas Priest. And that's pretty much it. And for those of you asking for a new Ozzy album, like I was just talking about, Ozzy's album is basically done. It's done. It's basically done. It's completed. Per his producer and guitarist that was on the Ordinary Man album, and his little bit of his touring band, Andrew Watt. It's been completed. The Gets Heavy record features an all-star cast of performers, including Josh Homme of what's that band called? Can't think of that band, but he's in that band that plays No One Knows. I can't think of the name of the band, but anyway. Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, his good friend Tony Iommi, Eric Clapton, Zakk Wylde, of course he's gonna be on the touring band, Mike McCready from Pearl Jam, and the late great Taylor Hawkins on drums, and many, many, many more. Further release details are expected to be revealed pretty damn soon. So we could get a fall or winter Ozzy album. That'd be great for my birthday. Have an Ozzy album come out. That'd be great. I'd love to have that for my birthday. Ozzy album, the so-called final album. But that would be the final studio album. But with Ozzy, they'll have like 6,000 live albums and box sets coming out. Why not? We got all the money, Shannon. And a few kids. No. But good, good that Ozzy's album is done. We just don't have an official date for it to come out yet. Might be later this, maybe this later this summer, or in the fall, in the fall, or maybe in the winter. So check out your local record stores for an Ozzy album coming out. And then if you're in the UK or in Europe, hopefully you get the final Ozzy tour possibly. But like I said, if he does the tour next year, everything goes well, nothing happens, no postponements or anything like that. Hopefully by next summer we'll get Ozzy back in the U.S. and hopefully in New York City so I can go see the motherfucker. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. All right, so we got some a little bit more. I was just do a little bit of entertainment news. Let's see here. Eminem, our good buddy Eminem, he was kind of pissed off. When is he ever happy, that guy? And Eminem got pissed off about Pete Davidson's final SNL rap video that he did portraying Eminem. Because Pete Davidson is now leaving SNL. I guess you know why. You know why. If you don't know why, guess who he's with? That's why. He's with that hot piece of ash, Kim Kardashian. Even though she's a hot piece of fake ass. But, you know what I mean. And speaking of the Kardashians, Kourtney, was it Kourtney? I think it was Kourtney Kardashian got married to Travis Barker of Blink-182. They had a private ceremony, I think, somewhere in LA, I think. Then they had an official one just happen over the weekend in Italy. And various people were there. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Eminem didn't really like Pete Davidson's final rap about him or whatever it was. Sucks to be you there, Eminem. Marshall. Let's see here. Tears for Fears, I remember that band? Tears for Fears debuted 4 new songs. 4. Live at the 2020 tour kickoff. Let's look into this story, because I was supposed to go see, I was going to go see Tears for Fears this spring at the PNC, but obviously that did not happen. But looking at the pictures, their stage show is pretty damn good. They have Mr. Screen, that big circle thing with the lights and lasers coming out of it. Stuff. I want to be Pink Floyd. But anyway, they debuted 3 songs in their set, sounding just as pristine as cathartic. That's a SAT word. Now, as it did when they first recorded nearly 40 years ago. They had a concert on May, just recently, 3 days ago, May the 20th. They did their usual hits. Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Head Over Heels, Change, stuff like that. But some of their new songs are actually now coming out. Some of their deeper cuts that we never heard before, unless you have the album. But deeper cuts like epic multi-parter Bad Man song were impactful on their set list. They also did songs from their new album called The Tipping Point, which I have. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read the entire story here. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to find These damn pop-ups. The song "The Seeds of Love," Batman song. Yeah, some of this stuff. I'm trying to find a set list. So if you do go see Tears for Fears, you can go see them. Yeah, some of this they did the new songs off their new album, Tipping Point, called "Rivers of Mercy," long time, My Demons, and End of Night also debuted. So that's pretty much it. No Small Thing, of course, did one of the new singles and videos. Let's see here. They played Cleveland on the other night. All right, so here's the set list for anybody who's actually going to see them in a town near you. They open up with No Small Thing from the Tipping Point album, then the actual track, The Tipping Point. Then they get into the old school stuff, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Secret World, Sowing Seeds of Love, then back to new stuff, long time. Break the Man, My Demons, Rivers of Mercy, that's all new stuff. Mad World off the first album, the very first album. Suffer the Children, I never heard that one. Woman in Chains, thankfully they're playing that song. I hadn't heard that live in a long time. That's with Olita Adams, who has played with people like David Gilmour. But that's a great song. But obviously she's not singing that on tour because they have a female lead backing singer, so she sings that pretty damn good, I would assume. Badman song, Pale Shelter from the first album. Break It Down Again from the Sowing the Seeds of Love album. Then the final song before the encore is Head Over Heels / Broken Matt Hardy. No, not Broken Matt Hardy. Then the encore, End of Night, Change from the first album. The actual version, not the sped up 7-inch version, which I think sounds better, the dance version of that song. If you have the essential, if you have any version of the Greatest Hits album, or the Tears for Fears album, that's on that album. The Change 7-inch, the extended version, which I think is better than the actual version, because it has, more guitar in it. And then they finish off the concert with the ever popular Shout. Not that Shout, what you hear at weddings, but, I want to shout. Okay. I hate that stupid song. I hate that song. That song is stupid. Stupidly gay. We'll move on. Alright. So, right now, if I'm going to go see them, they're playing tomorrow night in Dallas at the Pavilion at the Toyota Music Factory. Yeah, they already finished the show in New Jersey. That was earlier this month or last month. But they'll be in Tampa, Florida on June the 10th. Also in Florida on June the 9th in West Palm Beach. They'll be in Chicago. Actually, they will be back in Jersey. I thought it was this already did it. But anyway, they'll be at the PNC Bank Arts Center June the 24th. And then if you're in Boston, they're at June 22nd. That shithole in Philadelphia at the TD Pavilion, June the 21st. And in Montauk, New York, that's beach for you dumb people, they'll be there the day after the PNC Bank Art Show. So, I'd love to go to that show in Homedale, but, well, we will see what happens from there. And they will be, no, they're not going to do it's not just them. It's going to be, the opener is Garbage. No, that garbage, but, garbage, I'm only happy when it rains. That band, Shirley Manson and Company. I thought they were done. I thought they were, extinct. But found out they got got a couple of new albums out. They're still kicking ass. They're only happy when it rains. Stupid Girl, stuff like that. Good stuff back in the day in the 90s when Nirvana was around. And a member of that band, I think what was his name? Butch something, was the producer for Nirvana's many albums they put out. But yep, now he's back with Garbage, and Shirley Manson's looking better than ever at whatever old she is. She looks fabulous, fabulous. But good stuff. Good stuff. Tears for Fears. Gotta love it. And that's pretty much it. Let's see here. Oh, we got some stuff about Metallica, if you will. Well, I already discussed this in my last video, my last Metal God video, about James. James Hetfield admits insecurities on stage, gets group hug from Metallica. That was a video I did, the inspirational video about In This Moment, why I love In This Moment. So I was basically talking about James's speech on stage, where he said, I have my good and bad days and so stuff like that. Like, I have fear going on stage, stuff like that. And then that's where Anthony Vincent, the 10-second song guy, did his video about, his love for Metallica and stuff like that, and his insecurities and all that shit. So there you go. But James, James has had his demons. He's still trying to get through his anger issues and stuff like that. But now, yeah, it's great that the band is with him through this hard time right now. That's good. It's good. Ain't that right, James? Yeah. Okay. So, that's some good shit. That's good shit. Good shit. So, all right. Let's move on from music. Let's move on to the wonderful, wacky world of wrestling. And some wrestling news, and it's about an hour away from Raw. So, like I said, Raw's coming up in an hour, and we're gonna have The Miz versus Cody Rhodes tonight, among other garbage on that 3-hour shit show. That's pretty much it. But other than that, really, the weekend was kind of slow. There's still talk about Sasha and Naomi. People are still hitting me up on Twitter and Instagram. It's like, what the hell's going on with Sasha and Naomi? Are they actually really gone, or is this a whole storyline? What's going on? So I will say this right now: Sasha and Naomi are gone from the WWE. They're done, gone. Okay, finito. History. For now, Sasha's not coming back. I doubt that she's coming back. Naomi, well, we'll have to see regarding that. But, Jimmy's supporting her. Many other people are supporting Naomi and Sasha. Snoop Dogg is supporting his cousin. Other people like CM Punk supporting Sasha and Naomi. But really, people within the WWE don't want to have anything to do with Sasha Banks. And management's up, really pissed off. Vince McMahon is pissed off. Oh, poor Vince. Poor you, huh, Vince? Poor you. You're playing a victim like a little bitch that you are. That's what happens when you don't treat your talent like shit, right? They're gonna revolt and just stand up to you and say, "Fuck you." Or as Prince Albert would say, "Yeah, fuck you, suck a dick," But I digress. But yeah, the latest on the Sasha and Naomi thing is their Facebook accounts went down. So I assume WWE shut down their Facebook pages, or Sasha and Naomi did. I don't know. Well, Sasha and Naomi are still on Twitter, as far as I know, Twitter and Instagram, but they'll probably be off those pretty soon. They took them out of the WWE 2K22 game. And the 2K23 game, you could probably still be able to make them create a wrestler mode. So you think you can get rid of Sasha and Naomi that way easily, Vince? Nah, you can't do that unless you get rid of creator mode. Create a wrestler, which I think would be a bad idea. But yeah, so 2K, WWE and 2K took out Sasha and Naomi from the downloadable content, even though they're already in the game, but. So I took them out of the game for people that actually got to buy the game. Then I don't know how it's going to work with the new patch or whatever comes out next. with that stupid game, the updates or whatever. So none of that. Their merchandise on the WWE Shop store, they're gone. So, and now they're saying that things might get really, really, really bad for Sasha and Naomi. From what WWE management has been saying on various websites. Oh, this is bad, and that's why they got buried on Friday by Michael Cole. I think that it was very petty of Vince to make Michael Cole, and Michael Cole did not even want to say it. Did you see his face and Pat McAfee's face? They didn't want to deliver this news on live TV. I wouldn't. I keep that off TV. But this is Vince McMahon. He wanted to show the rest of the roster like, oh, you do this, this is what's gonna happen to you. You walk out on me, this is what's gonna happen. And personally, if it was me, I'm like, fuck you. I go on TV and tell you what the real story is. Vince McMahon's a piece of shit. Nick Khan can suck a fat cock. You know, stuff like that. I would just rip apart the entire foundation of WWE if it was me. Like it's just me. If I was like CM Punk or JBL or Stone Cold when he left because of creative differences with Vince, but then patched everything up later on. That's why Brock did that. I think it was Brock or The Rock did that promo about Stone Cold. It's like, oh, he took his ball and went home. So I can imagine what they would probably do, something like maybe more with Sasha and Naomi tonight. God forbid they do more. I think they do something tonight on SmackDown that's very fucking petty. And it just shows you how Vince McMahon works. He's a fucking egomaniac, socialist piece of fucking shit. And the people that work for him are bigger piece of shit. Nick Khan, Kevin Dunn, John Laurinaitis, people power, baby. And Bruce Pritchard. 5 idiots in that company. 5. 4 of them should be gone. Never gonna get rid of Vince McMahon that easily. Even with his bad health, he'll still be around spiritually. I gotta kiss my ass club in heaven. Okay, Vince. My first victim is Mike Awesome. What? What? What did he say? Mike, I don't know. Vince said that you're gonna be the first inductee into the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club in heaven. Why? I ain't doing anything to Vince. I'm Vince. Only for that one time I was there. Yeah, well, you won the ECW Hardcore title. Not the Hardcore, the ECW title, the Hardcore title in WWE back in the day. Remember that when you invaded Madison Square Garden and won the Hardcore title and lost it, I think? Nah, I don't remember losing it, but I was there. I didn't want to work for Vince. Vince was a piece of shit. Yeah, man. I mean, there's interviews that said that you had the body for WWE, but they put you in ECW because you're hardcore. Yeah, like putting people like Masato Tanaka through flaming tables. That too. That too, Mike. That too. But Vince is telling me that you're going to be the first inductee to the Kiss My Ass Club when he gets to heaven. No way, Gilmore. I'm not kissing his ass. No way. I'm awesome. He's going to be kissing my ass after I put him through a flaming glass table. That's right, Mike. That's right. You stick it to Vince McMahon when he gets up there. Not, you know what I mean, but put him through a flaming glass pyramid of hell table. And then proceed to put him through some electric barbed wire. Do it for me. Do it for the fans. Do it for your fans. Okay, Gilmore, I'll do it. Just for you, because you're awesome. And your fans are awesome. Hi, fans! How you doing? Hi, man! Hi, fans! Oh, Nick's here, too. You want to say hi to Nick? Nick! Nick, you bastard! Where have you been? Hi, Nick! Man, Nick, I love that guy. He supports me like you, Gilmore. He's not as awesome as you, though. I don't know, but Nick is pretty cool. So, doing anything tonight there, Mike? Got a big match or... Oh, yeah, you are getting ready. You still training for that match with Prince? Yeah, I'm still getting ready. You know, got that contract signed on Wednesday, right? As far as I know. No. As far as I know, Prince was kind of upsetting me over the weekend, but, you know, we're having a meeting actually tonight about everything. We have some, like, family business to attend to. So, but everything seems to be on the up and up. We're going to have this match on Sunday. I'm going to be the ref. I'm going to call it right down the middle, like Bill Alfonso says. So, you know, just stay cool until Wednesday. But just remember, no physicality until Sunday. Okay. Just keep him away from me. That guy freaks me out. Okay. I will tell him. I'll give him the message. Okay. I have to finish this video. We'll talk later. Yeah, go tell the bartender I'll take 2 shots of Jack and Coke. Okay? Go. Okay, Gilmore, you have a great show. I'll bring you back your drinks later, okay? I'll save them for you. And, by the way, Miss Elizabeth wants to talk to you. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why she wants to talk to you. Well, she is kind of pretty, you know. But I have to stay away from Randy, you know. Yeah, you know, every time I'm with, every time Elizabeth tries to talk to me, I hear Randy in the background. What are you doing, Elizabeth? Something with the macho man. That's right. I'm sorry, Randy. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll talk to Elizabeth. I'll talk to Sherry. I'll talk to Moolah. You want me to talk to Mae Young? You want to try to get back together? No, I don't want Mae Young anymore. She gets very sloppy blowjobs. Yeah. Oh, God. Well, her and Moolah, don't have no teeth. What do you want to do? Well, you could put them through some barbed wire clouds or something like that. That sounded weird, didn't it? But anyway. But yeah, I'll talk to somebody that could, you can hang out with and just be nice. Because remember what you did with Sherry? No. I'll find you somebody, okay, that you can hang out with and be awesome with, I want you to be happy in heaven. I want you to be married in heaven and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't be awesome all the time. Alright, anyway, you have a good show. I gotta go get those drinks. I'll be back. Bye! Right. Okay. Bye. Okay, bye. Oh, I just want to say bye to Nick. Bye, Nick! Okay, bye. Get out of here. That guy is creeping me out. He's a good guy. But anyway, we'll move on from that. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's all. I forgot what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought talking to that guy. That's Nick's father, by the way. Nick, I didn't know your dad was Mike Awesome. I digress. Alright, let's get into some quickie wrestling news. Like I talked about with Sasha and Naomi, it's probably going to get much, much, much worse than it already is. And, that's it. Alright, let's get into some quickie news before we go. About 48 minutes away from Monday Night Snore. Alright, let's get into some WWE news, some breaking news, if you will. I got some breaking news, actually, right now. Tammy Sitch, our good friend Tammy Sitch, Sonny. Tammy Sitch unable to be served with that lawsuit while incarcerated. So, she can't be, any other person that decides to sue her, you can't do it because she's in jail for a very long time. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sonny was convicted and sent back to prison for the DUI and the death of a 75-year-old man while was standing at a traffic light. She, boom, ran into him in the back of his car. The judge She was she went to jail. They were gonna get a bond to get her out of jail, but the judge's like, no, 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 revoke the bond, and because she's a threat to the community. Well, yeah, you live in Florida. You know, there's nothing bad about Florida. Florida is now the go-to state, by the way. You don't want to live in New York or anywhere else in the country, you go to Florida. You know why? Our good buddy, Ron DeSantis, runs that fucking show down there. That's why I'm going down there when I retire. When I'm fully retired, I should say. I'm retired from the E-Fed wrestling world, but... And as a wrestler myself, training-wise. But working-wise, I can't retire for another few years. But, yeah, I'm going to be retiring to somewhere in Florida or California or Mexico. But mostly Florida because that's the go-to state, and I want to be around. When I do retire, I won't be there when DeSantis leaves, because he might be the president by the time I get there. Well, DeSantis, Donald Trump, 2024, it's going to be huge. Get ready. Get ready. You're getting there already. Some people that Trump has actually been endorsing on this on the governor. I think it's this year's governor. So some of the people that are doing primaries and already been voted in, mostly are Trump supporters. It's a good thing. So you know what that means. The more people that get into the Congress and the Senate, the more Trump supporters they have, the more reason that Trump's coming back, most likely. And say he is, but he might. I hope he does. There was a story about our good buddy, the Ozzy, running for Senate. Please, for the love of God, do not vote him in. Please, for the love of God, do not vote the Ozzy in. So he can ruin the country even more, like he did New York City, right there. Mr. de Blasio. Not that Eric Adams is doing a good job either, but it is what it is, you know. He's just basically taking over for de Blasio's mistakes. That's why there's so much fucking crime in New York City. Really, a lot of crime. I mean, there was like 2 people trained the other day. I mean, yesterday I think it was. This morning. No, yesterday. 45-year-old guy, innocent guy, gets shot at point blank range on the train. Then another one was earlier that morning. Sorry about that. I guess we stopped by accident. I don't know what just happened. I was just like looking at myself, and then I didn't see myself for a second. I'm not even on the train. No. Yeah, but anyway, going back to the whole crime in New York. Yes, two innocent people died yesterday on the train, on 2 different trains. Just fucking sad. They're still looking for the guy that shot the guy on the Q train, not the 2 train. The Q as in, as in quiet. So there's more reason why guns should be taken out of people's hands, except for the military and the cops. There need to be more stricter gun laws, but there'll never be any strict gun laws in this fucking country, because any schmuck can get a fucking gun now. Any old schmuck. That's why I don't take the trains as much as I used to that much. The only time I take the train is usually if I go to a wrestling show way far away from me. Or I have to take. If I do go to the city, I take it only to go to New Jersey. Or if I go on Amtrak, if I take the train to somewhere, on Amtrak, like I decide to take a plane, I go on Amtrak to Florida, whatever. But it's rare. Or mostly, when I go to New York City, I go see the Rangers. So. Or if I go to the Stolen Ballroom, which is rare. Most of the times, I don't even use the crane. What's the point of using the crane? Where the hell is my thing here? But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, just be careful on the trains, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're in the Northeast, especially in New York City. You know, just watch your surroundings. Be careful out there. That's pretty much it. All right, let's get back to this story about Sunny, and then we'll go to some comments, and then go right back. According to PW Insider, the Hall of Famer. Why is she still in the Hall of Fame? Anyway, according to PW Insider, Sunny cannot be served with a lawsuit pressed by the estate of Julian Lasseter. I guess that's the guy that passed away. Back in March, during a fatal traffic accident involving Sunny in Ormond Beach, Florida. The process server told the court that he intended to bring the lawsuit at Sunny's home in New Jersey, but couldn't because she's currently behind bars in Florida. Well, that sucks to be you. Anyway, the statement read, records related to the lawsuit note that the suit is now seeking in excess of $100,000. Sitch and Pente have not responded to the lawsuit as of yet. I guess Pente is her lawyer. Don't care. What will most likely happen is that Sunny will be served in Florida as soon as the process server figures out where the hell she is. Isn't she in jail in Florida? We don't know where she is. Where is she in a, where's she on a boat or something like that in Florida or something like that? I mean, you can't find Sunny? Tammy? Stupid. Anyway, she was jailed 2 weeks ago, and she is facing 9 charges stemming from this DUI death of. And possibly convicted, she can face 30 years in jail, which will mean she'll be an old fart or dead by the time she gets out. So just more and more bad news for Tammy Lynn Sitch. Well, I can't say bitch because I was Dawn Marie's character in ECW. So, can't do that. Alright, we'll move on. Anyway, now my good buddy Alejandro Classo was blowing up my Instagram messages this today, asking if Sasha and Naomi were gone from WWE. I told him it was gone, but now I'm looking at Ringside News. It's reported now on Ringside News, Sasha Banks and Naomi still listed on the WWE active roster. So they're not done, but their contracts will be done in a couple of months. Now, like I said, I don't know if Naomi's gonna come back, let things cool off for a month or two, then, her contract's gonna be expiring, and then she's gonna, somebody will call her, Vince will call, say, hey, or, we're sorry, we want you to come back, we want you to resign with the company, stuff like that. So, I would think Naomi might come back and try to cool things off, maybe fulfill the rest of her contract, I don't know. But, like I said, I think she'll get the punishment treatment, mostly jobbing, which, she won't like, and I think Jimmy won't like. And Roman, of course, too. As far as Sasha goes, I think she's definitely gone. I think Sasha will not renew with the WWE. She won't, take 3 months off, go to Japan, and then come back with new hair, or something like that. I think Sasha's just basically done. That's what I think. But they're still on the active roster. They just don't have any plans for them right now. Or they even come back. They don't have any plans at all. But I would think, that Vince is going to continue to bury them on TV, which is fucking petty. It is what it is. Right on. Okay, Nick's got some comments. Where are we here? Alright, Lauren's here, the tribal queen. She's here. I didn't see her there. Sorry. Alright, Nick says, Renee Paquette probably never had a BBC, but I think Paige has. Ooh. And his name was Xavier Woods. Don't get all rated R like a boy Xavier Woods. I think Jimmy said that back a couple few years ago when that actual thing happened. Remember that what was it, the rap contest with who was it, was it Wale in the ring, and then Jimmy made that reference. It's like, let's keep it PG, don't get rated R like boy Xavier Woods. And then Xavier Woods' reaction like, you just did not say that. And then Wale's like, oh shit. The fans are like, oh shit. I even think Michael Cole went, oh shit. Not that he cares. Michael Cole's still not living Heidenreich down. He misses him. Don't you, Michael? Mitchell Cole. It's the only time you actually get any action because you can't get with a chick, can you, Michael? Sucks to be you, Michael Cole. Alright, Lawrence here. Okay. That. Anyway. Just, damn my fucking allergies. Okay. Nick says people are claiming that Sasha Banks has manipulated Naomi into walking out of WWE Raw. We talked about that. That's what I hear. And then Lawrence says that's okay, no. Nick says they've also claimed that Sasha Banks has alienated everyone backstage. Possibly. I really don't think she manipulated Naomi into walking out with her. I really don't think that. Because Naomi and Sasha are friends. So I just don't think she manipulates like, hey, let's just go into John Moore and Ice's office and drop the belts, get the fuck out of here. And Naomi's like, okay, I'll do anything for you, my best friend. She's my best friend. She's a bad bitch. I don't know how that song goes. But alienating and manipulating, I don't think that's Sasha Banks at all. I just think that's Phoenix Steiner. And that's pretty much it. Alright, Lauren says that's what I heard. And they are, okay. Yeah, they're gonna be bashing Sasha and Naomi for months, who knows. Nick says, put Vince to a table, Mikey. Okay. He says, hi, Mike. He says that. This is not my father. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not your dad? You don't even know who your dad is? I'm your dad. Come on. Nick, don't make me put you to a freaking table, son. Easy, Mike. Easy, Mike. I don't think he meant it. Yeah, he's just my cousin. Okay. I don't know. We're going to have a custody battle. We're going to have a Dominic on a pole match or something like that. We're going to have Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero. It'll be Mikey versus Nick's actual dad in a cage or something like that. Dominic, I'm your puppy now, I say. Okay, Eddie, okay. I know he's your son. That's right. He doesn't want an immediate essay. I don't understand. Why is he still play that pedal? I don't know. I don't know, Eddie. Hey, by the way, Eddie, get back here. Essay, get over here, Essay. Oh, what do you want, Essay? What? Do they have good tacos in heaven? You know, I just want to know. They have Taco Tuesdays, I assume, in heaven, right? Yeah, those tacos don't taste so good, Essay. I don't know what's wrong with them. Whoever made them is a freaking pedo pendeja. I don't know, Essay. I don't know. Damn it! That sucks there, Eddie. Yeah, tacos not in heaven don't taste that good. But you have Taco Tuesdays, that's the only good thing. Yeah, I the tacos may not look great, but the limit they love the Latino heat, pero I get all the pussy in heaven, it's great, Yeah, why don't you find something for Mike over there, you know? Who's Mike? Oh, Mike Awesome, you know who he is. I don't know that pendejo. Don't say it to Mike. Oh no, here he comes. What do you mean, Eddie? I thought I was your friend. I thought you was your friend, Eddie. We were in ACW together. I don't understand. I don't know who you are, SA. What are you talking about, man? Did you say something bad about my son? No. Okay. I don't know. Go handle your business all day. Go over there. Go have a taco. Go have a burrito. I'm gonna get complaints now. Good lord. I don't care. Anyway, but yeah, will you stop? What am I, Bobby Heenan all of a sudden there, Nick? Am I doing a boss man's mom gimmick? You know, boss man's mom was so ugly that when she had sex with the boss man's dad, he came out and looked uglier than his mom. Will you stop? He don't need Janetti. I knew he was gonna do that. Good old Bobby Heenan. Gotta love. And Gorilla Monsoon. Two legends. Anyway, Nick says, and obviously Sasha Banks and Naomi's names are not being pitched at all in creative meetings, yeah? They don't want to have nothing to do with them, I guess. And what's even worse is, this whole tournament that's supposed to happen with the tag team belts, they only have 2 tag teams. 2 tag teams. This is really blowing up in Vince's face. And I got, you know what? Sasha Banks really threw a wrench in Vince's plans. It's like, hey Vince, how about we just leave and don't have a tag team belts anymore? Who are you gonna get next as the tag team camps? You got no tag teams. You dummy. There you go. There is no tag teams. All they have is Shayna Baszler and Natalya, who they really should have just gave it to them, not have this stupid tournament. And the other tag team is, who was it? Nikki, technically Nikki Ashhole and Dewdrop. And then Selena and Carmella have already broke up twice. You're gonna put them together and break up a third time? Man, why not? You can't put Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley together. They're on opposite sides, obviously. So they're gonna probably just put random people together now and just like, hey, you're in a tag team. Or the idea I already had, why don't you bring the Bella Sluts back? Because everybody else is coming back. Cena coming back for a final run, supposedly, as he says. The Rock is coming back. Oh yeah, he's coming back. Because I read a story about The Rock that his schedule for most of 2023 is just wide open, like Rebby Sky's legs. But yeah, so if they do Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania 39, he has no plan to do a movie anytime soon in 2023. So he'll be on TV pretty much a lot. On Raw and mostly SmackDown. So, those ratings might be going up next year. Too little, too late for that. But I can probably bet you that we're going to see Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania 39. I just freaking hope Roman beats the fucking shit out of Dwayne. Not for my case, you know, because if Roman still has the belt by then, I just hope he doesn't lose it to The Rock. And secondly, Issa will just be coming here in her panties, you know, just like Roman versus The Rock, or Roman beats The Rock. She'll be in LA like, oh, yeah. Okay, no disrespect to Issa, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's it. All right, so anyway, more news as we get it. Chat room's still wide open, like Rebby Sky's legs, as I said. No disrespect to Rebby Sky, because she's from Brooklyn, but she's a hooah. She's Matt Hardy's hooah. Had 4 kids with Matt Hardy. Possibly a 5th one on the way, who knows, with the way they go. If you've seen her Instagram pictures and her stories, ugh, She looks like she hasn't aged a bit. She's 40-something years old. 4 kids already. Still got a great body. But ooh, Drew Barrymore is on TV. She is a goddess. Ooh. Anyway, let's get to some more quickie news. Jackson Riker, as we all know him as Gunner. Well, he calls for people to rise up against homosexuality. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Not that Gunner is homosexual. And he was pissed. He's pissed off about Trump. He's pissed off about. One second. He's pissed off about Punk wearing that abortion shirt. He's just a pissed off guy. For a guy that used to be in the military. Thank you for your service, Gunner. Well, your priorities on some of your thoughts, not so good. Anyway, all right. Here's a story that Rosa liked. Somebody we haven't seen in a while. Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode has come back to WWE competition at a house show this weekend with a major character change. No, he didn't change to anything different. His name didn't change to like Max Dupree or anything like that. Came back at a house show, was doing some singles matches. No mention of Dolph Ziggler, the Dirty Dogs. I think they're breaking them up. Why? Why would you break up them? I don't know. But the good thing about this whole... Thank you, car. But anyway... that threw me off. Sorry. But anyway, the only good thing about this whole Bobby Roode situation is that he's coming out to his glorious... All I will give in till I'm victorious. And I will live. He's glorious Bobby Roode once again. If you make him win the U.S. or Intercontinental title, I will be very happy. Or you give the Dirty Dogs the tag team belts again. That'll be nice. But knowing Vince will probably throw him in the gutter. Anyway, we move on. I'm just going to read the stories from as I got them at the moment because I got 25 minutes left. I don't want to go too long. Pat McAfee doesn't know what to believe about Sasha Banks on Naomi's situation with the WWE. Obviously, if you've seen his face when Michael Cole was giving the news that Sasha and Naomi got suspended, you saw his face like... He was very uncomfortable, and so was Michael Cole. But, Vince's like, say this now, or you're fired. Okay, Vince. You know how Michael Cole likes to kiss up to Vince. Why do you think Michael Cole's been there since, like, the Attitude Era? I'll do anything for you, Vince. I'll even take it up the ass by Heinrich, just for you, Vince. Anyway, move on. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, claims his retirement match is not about the money. Yeah, right. Then what is it for there, Rick? You want to die in the ring? We'll see what happens when whose opponent or opponents will be at StarCast 5 during SummerSlam weekend at the end of July in Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. Also, with Ric Flair, him and his wife, Wendy, got back together. I wonder how Samoa Joe feels about that. Hello, Wendy! Move on. WWE hiring brand management executive to replace Stephanie McMahon during her hiatus. Speaking of Stephanie, hi, Steph. Joe Cronin kind of scared me today. No, he didn't show me a naked picture or anything like that. Joe Cronin put up on his Twitter page that he kind of predicted that, I don't know if it's a prediction or a spoiler, but he said on Twitter that in 2024, Stephanie and Paul Levesque, Triple H, were gonna get divorced. So he was saying that might be the reason why Stephanie is taking a leave of absence. I don't believe that. I don't think Stephanie would take time off from WWE because her and Hunter broke up or had a disagreement or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know what the argument would be about. Stephanie, why don't you suck my cock even more? I don't understand why. You're supposed to be my wife. I gave you 3 kids with my big proboscis nose. I'm the game. Who knows? You never know. Nah, I'm just playing. Sorry, Steph. But anyway, nah, I don't know. I highly doubt that they're getting divorced. I just think she needs some time off to be with her kids and be with Hunter because he's not doing so good. So, but he is still in the company. But he has a different role now, not the CEO. I don't know if he still is the COO, but I think he has a different position or different responsibilities. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, move on. Austin Theory revealed what Steve Austin told him to do before WrestleMania 38 spot. I wonder what he did. What Stone Cold said. He probably was like, Austin, give me a beer. What? Give me a margarita. What? Some onion rings. What? No. Then you take the starter. What? That probably was it. That's probably the conversation right there. But it came out pretty damn good. Even though Vince fucked it up. Oh god. I don't even want to go back to WrestleMania 38. Don't. Anyway. Alright, a good buddy, the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. Okay. The NXT World Heavyweight Champion, Braun Breaker, shoots down the idea of a tag team match with his dad, the dog-faced Kremlin himself, Rick Steiner. So, if you thought there was going to be a tag team match with Braun Breaker and Rick Steiner against Harland and Joe Gacy, well, nope. Not anytime soon, or Braun Breaker and Rick Steiner versus Gacy and probably one of his druids. We still don't know who they are. I think we'll find out. I think we might find out either tomorrow night or at next week at In Your House. That's what I think. I think the Druids will be revealed either before In Your House 3 or at the pay-per-view next Saturday. Yeah, there's a pay-per-view next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. So we got Double or Nothing this weekend. Next weekend we got In Your House and Hell in a Cell back to back. Ooh, that's a good weekend. Unless you're, if you're a WWE fan or Mark, you're like, hey, Hell in a Cell, yay! In Your House 3, yay! You're just a casual wrestling fan like I am. I'm like, I don't give 2 shits. Or if you guys like me, Nick, Lauren, Prince, and anybody else in this fake ass community called the what WC, we don't care. Speaking of I don't care, Enzo Amore. He claims Triple H and Dusty Rhodes, American Dream Baby, gave him creative freedom to cut his own promos. No wonder they stunk. No, I'm just kidding. But there you go. So that's why Enzo was kind of unscripted in some of his promos in NXT and during the WWE days before he fucked around and found out with a 16-year-old chick. It is what it is. That's it. Vincent Kennedy McMahon had a very strange relationship with Bray Wyatt. Well, Bray Wyatt is kind of creepy. Well, and so is Vince. Vince has these weird fantasies that he likes to portray out on television sometimes. He even wanted to do an angle where he had an incest angle with Stephanie. I'm like, ooh, no. I don't want to see that. Daddy having, kissing his, full-on grope, make out kissing with his daughter. Like, ugh. Weird. It was weird enough to see, Kurt Angle, make out with Stephanie at times, or with Chris Jericho. Ugh. That was kind of creepy. 30, 40-year-old guys kissing like a barely in her 20s Stephanie McMahon. You know, Vince is in the background like, kiss her harder, damn it! You know? And Steph's like, stop it! He's raping me! Where's Hunter? I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of a weird relationship. Stephanie. Vince and Bray Wyatt. One wears a mask and one that should have a mask on. I digress. Ronda Rousey made an interesting unused pitch for I Quit match with Charlotte Flair. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I mentioned before, and Nick mentioned, WWE Creative not pitching any ideas for Sasha Banks on Naomi's return, if they ever return. Anyway. Alright, got a story about Jake Roberts. Tommy, you could pick anybody, but you picked Jake Roberts. Anyway, Jake Roberts apologizes for incorrect statement on Ricky Steamboat's health. I didn't know Ricky Steamboat was in bad health. But it seems like Jake said like Ricky Steamboat was in bad health. Even though Jake Roberts is in bad health. So maybe he just made a mistake. Trust me, I know Ricky Steamboat's fine. Trust me. Okay, Jake. Okay. I mentioned about the challenges, the WWE challenge about a lack of viable tag teams for the tournament. This tournament's gonna be it's basically gonna be really bad for them. Because I just think they're just gonna give it to somebody, and it's gonna be a hodgepodge of who's gonna be in this tournament. They'll just put any slut in together. Or they just, like I said, I think they're gonna call the Bella sluts, and then they're gonna come back for this tournament, win the tournament, and nobody will care. Yep, then Brisk guys stay here. Hey, Rob, I just need something to drink. Anyway, got a story about our good buddy Randy Orton and his monotonous voice. So Randy Orton repeatedly questioned WWE for banning his punt kick. Well, I don't blame the WWE for banning his punt kick because every time he did it, he put the whoever he did it to in the hospital with a concussion. Vince, Daniel Bryan, I think Shane, a couple other people too. So that's why he don't use it. He doesn't use it anymore. Ric Flair too. Can't forget Ric Flair. Punted his ass. So we'll move on. More stuff about Sasha and Naomi. WWE's pressured to hold the women's tag title tournament after promoting it on the air. You know what that means? They're probably not going to have the tournament. Sasha Banks and Naomi's WWE walkout compared to Steve Austin's in 2002, 2003. WWE might freeze their Sasha and Naomi's contracts. You know that was going to come eventually, because they're going to do that, so they can't go to AEW. So, Sasha probably won't be going this year or even next year, if they freeze the contract. That's what it is. Let's see here. Tennille Dashwood, you know, Emma. Tennille Dashwood is going to be starring in a film with a wrestler-filled cast. Interesting. Is it going to be straight to DVD, like the Marine 6 and 7? But anyway, Dashwood has joined the cast for The Charisma Killers, which is directed by Michael Matteo Rossi, or Rossi. He took to Twitter and officially announced that Dashwood will be a part of the film. Okay, here's the synopsis, if you will. Okay, the movie's called Charisma Killers. When the old mentor of 7 killers finds out he has terminal cancer, he gives them all an opportunity at his fortune to prove themselves for one night only to exact revenge. Saw. That's what it is. Basic Saw. Without the mechanisms, without Jigsaw. That's what it basically is. That's the way I see that. Oh, you see that synopsis. It's basically a Saw-type movie. Just without the mechanisms, and it's like, oh, 7 killers try to fight each other off to see who gets the fortune. I'm gonna cut off your finger. I'm gonna cut off your dick. You know, that's my fortune. I'm gonna get that $6 million. Yeah, it doesn't even look good. From what it sounds like. Dashwood would be joining Vanessa Angel, Vernon Wells, okay, Jordan James Smith, no relation to Will Smith, Chris Moss, Jessica McKay, and Brian Pillman Jr. That's pretty nice. So, Brian Pillman and Jessica McKay of the Inspiration, or the Iconics. He's gonna be in that film. Although these other people, I have no idea who the fuck they are. Don't know when this movie's even coming out either. All right, so that's good that Tennille Dashwood is doing some good things now in her career. She was in RH for a little bit. She's now in Impact, former Impact Tag Team Champion with Madison Rain of the Influence. With Kayla with a K. She's doing some good stuff. Good stuff. Just say that Vince fucked her over, not in a good way. Alright, we got 10 minutes to Raw. I just want to finish a little bit more up. We got a few more stories and we gotta get that. Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns, acknowledge me. So, let's acknowledge the tribal chief. No, not Nick. I mean, the tribal chief. Roman Reigns expected to be cheered over Drew McIntyre at WWE Clash at the Castle. Wow. So the hometown boy, not even gonna get a hero's welcome in his hometown. I can only imagine if it's Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, they're going to be cheering Roman, and if Drew McIntyre wins the title, he's not going to get out of Cardiff, Wales alive. The fans are going to eat him alive. Whoosh. That's just sucks to be you there, Drew McIntyre. It sucks to be you. That's it. WWE is working on a new plan for Ronda Rousey's next opponent after Sasha Banks' suspension. So, we'll see who Ronda's opponent is going to be. She has a match at Hell in a Cell or Money in the Bank. I was thinking maybe, I was like, why don't you just do a rematch with Raquel Gonzalez? She gave Ronda a good run for her money in that match last week. I mean, a week before last week. I would say Shotzi, but that would be too easy. Aaliyah, too easy. There's nobody on the SmackDown roster that can probably fight Ronda right now, unless it's Shayna Baszler, which I think they should do. Why don't you just have Shayna Baszler come out and just, beat Ronda up for no apparent reason? That's I don't know. This company's dumb, man. It's fucking fucked up as it is. Okay, WWE not feeling pressure due to Naomi's family ties. Obviously, you know why, because she's married to Jimmy, who's the cousin of Roman. So, they could care less what, if Naomi leaves or they have any repercussions or anything like that. They don't care. Anyway, I talked about Roman telling the fans at a house show this past weekend that it could be his last live event for a while. WWE sending a message to talent with the on-screen bullying and burial of Sasha and Naomi. We'll talk about that. WWE considering bringing in Tyson Fury for a huge match with Drew, which will probably be at the UK pay-per-view. See that. Usos winning the Unified Tag Team belts this past Friday was a last-minute decision. Good job there, Paul. I could bet Paul went to Vince or Roman went to Vince and say, hey, give my cousins the Unified title. Well, I'm walking out. If it's like, okay, we can't let you walk, Roman. Most likely. All right, we're gonna finish up in a little bit. Snoop Diggity Dogg shows support for his cousin after her walkout. So I talked about that. Ric Flair makes interesting comparison between Cody Rhodes, and his daughter. I don't want to know that. The Big Show, once violated orders and smashed TV monitors backstage when he was in the WWE. That's pretty much it. Let's see here. Got a few more. Actually, I got 3 more stories, and then that's pretty much it. I might have some more breaking news, but we'll see. Gabby Tuft shows off amazing transformation after facial feminization surgery. Oh, that's the guy that's turning into a chick, or a chick that's turning into a guy, whatever it is. I don't know. Don't know, don't care. Let's see here. Okay, there's going to be multiple pro wrestling documentaries coming to the Reels channel this summer. If you guys want to watch that. I think I have that channel, actually. On the Rich Man's Dish. Let's see here. Do they have the names for it? No, they don't have names for them yet, but there's going to be some interesting documentaries coming out. Okay, here it is. Roddy Piper, Stone Cold Steve Austin, China, among the topics that they are targeting for these documentaries on the Reels channel. So if you have Reels, the channel Reels on your local cable channel, company channel, go watch it this summer. See some interesting documentaries about the Hot Rod Roddy Piper, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and China, and many others. So I feel like Dark Side of the Ring, but not Dark Side of the Ring. Because I don't even know there's going to be a Dark Side of the Ring 4. I did hear something, I think Conrad Thompson was supposed to do an interview for a podcast about the possibility of a Season 4 Dark Side of the Ring. But we'll see what happens with that. Brock Lesnar was furious about getting paid $250,000 to wrestle one goddamn match. Ooh, I hope that wasn't for Vince. Probably was, too. One match, you get $250,000? Not the greatest paid in the world, it's $250,000, but if you're a guy like Brock Lesnar, you want millions and millions of dollars, you know. $250,000, like it's like a steak dinner to him. Vince McMahon never saw Bray Wyatt as a top guy in WWE. Yeah, that's why he had 2 measly reigns as WWE champion and Universal champion. Didn't last that long. That sucks. If you're an NFL fan, former NFL wideout Brendan Langley was arrested, I think today, or this weekend, after a wild brawl at Newark International Airport. Probably didn't want to wear a mask. That's usually the reason. Usually. If you see the picture on Ringside News, it just shows him in like a black hoodie, and looks like he punched a worker at over there. For those of you who don't know who Brendan Langley is, used to be in the NFL. He entered the NFL out of Lamar University, showing a ton of promise, but didn't pan out in the NFL. But he's made a start in the Canadian Football League. Hey, you know Dwayne? No. Langley's career is now in jeopardy after a big wild brawl at Newark Airport. Became involved in a brawl with a United Airlines employee. What else is new? The altercation started as a verbal disagreement, according to TMZ. Langley then floored the unexpected worker. Like I said, there's the picture of it on Ringside News where the worker's like, "Ooh, you got knocked the fuck out." It was caught on video. Brendan Langley can be seen throwing multiple punches at the United Airlines representative. Eventually, the worker is seen falling to the floor behind his counter. Probably one punch and got knocked out. Ain't that right, trolls? One punch? Anyway, the bloody United Airlines employee did ultimately get back up. Eventually. Langley has been arrested and charged with simple assault. No word on the United Airlines representatives' injuries at this time. Langley was with the Denver Broncos after being selected in the third round of the 2017 draft. In 2020, he played with the Houston Roughnecks as a cornerback in that horrible second edition of the XFL. And there will be a third horrible failure of the XFL with The Rock coming up, I think, later this year and next year. So now he plays with the Calgary Stampeders in Canada. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to get, like, flagged for, for that shit. So I'm not going to do it. But go watch it on ringsidenews.com. You can see some photos of Paige Van Zandt's ass if you want. Some other stupid news. The whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation continues. It's in his final week of testimony. Kate Moss might be getting on the stand to talk about Johnny Depp and some stairs. I don't know what that's about. I personally don't care. Alright, Raw's about to go on. Let me put on Monday Night Snore. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Wrong channel, I should say. Alright, so Chicago PD is about to end, and Monday Night Raw is about to come on in about 30 seconds. So, alright, alright, before we finish up shop for now, and we will be back later on tonight on the main channel, probably around 11:30 midnight on the Killer Demons channel with your Monday Night Raw review. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back a little bit later. Alright, so nothing new on that front with any late breaking WWE news. Let's get to some quick AEW news if there is any. I don't think there is. Double or Nothing will be in select theaters if you want to watch it in a movie theater. There's a old clip that has resurfaced of Excalibur mocking mentally handicapped people with a wheelchair gimmick. That was way back in the PWG era. If you want to watch that, go ahead. I think it was kind of stupid of Excalibur, but it is what it is. Like I said, the AEW rating 410,000 views this week, which was up from last week's 340, which was at 5:30. This week was at 7. This past week was at 7 o'clock. This Friday at 7 o'clock as well for the go home show for Double or Nothing. Then we move on from there. All right. Okay. Raw's on the air, and it's beginning with the unification tag team the unified tag title match. So just to see the Usos win again, because as we all know, we the ones. That's it. Chris Jericho has a video of his niece getting bullied. Well, his niece is incredibly thankful for that video. Thankful for his support after releasing a brutal bullying video. Like cops were bullying and beating up his niece for some odd reason. And I guess Chris was kind of being supportive for his niece, I guess. I don't know. There's a picture on Ringside News of Ruby Soho, MJF, and Powerhouse Will Hobbs on an episode of Carpool Karaoke. If you want to read that. Picture of Jade Cargill looking hot. What else is new? Jake Roberts says CM Punk feels safer in AEW than he ever did in WWE. You think Punk is happy in AEW? You know he is. He's much happier. He's much happier now. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti, the younger version of Paige and Brad Maddox. Anyway, their tag match that they've been hyping, we saw on Rampage when they destroyed the TNT title. Excuse me. Well, their match will be officially made this Wednesday night on Dynamite, and that match is going to happen at Double or Nothing, and nobody gives two shits. Move on from there. Chris Jericho drops insane video of it. I already talked about that. Eric Bischoff Eric Bischoff, ECE, or Sleazy E as we call him, he denies saying he would reboot WCW to show Tony Khan how it's actually done. He was saying like, I could reboot WCW right now and it would be better than Tony Khan ever made AEW. And that's it. Alright, so now they're just finishing up the Usos unifying the tag titles and then the beatdown on Riddle and Orton, sending Orton hitting Orton with the steps, knock him out, and then Riddle getting put through the announce table, and then it was announced that Riddle suffered a bruised back and a messed up hip, and then Randy I think got a concussion, and then WWE, as they always do, was like, oh, they're getting medically evaluated. So we see all that, and now we are live. We are live and in color, ladies and gentlemen, live for Monday Night Snore, as we are emanating tonight from the Ford Center, wherever that is. Alright, so we have a 6-man tag team match tonight. We got Riddle, I guess he's medically cleared. He's teaming up with the Street Profits as they take on the Usos and Sami Zayn. What? Sami Zayn, the unofficial member of the Bloodline. Why is he... What is he doing with this crap? I guess they're going to start this match up now because, get this match out of the way, not let it happen on the freaking main event, whatever that will be. Who cares? So anyway, the weed man himself, Matt Riddle, comes out without his hat, coming out on his scooter. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, Matt Riddle? I'm gonna call him Riddle. Yeah, I guess, yeah. They're probably gonna do this 6-man tag team match now. So, I think they're gonna win. I think Riddle and the Street Profits are gonna get the win because I don't even think the Usos like Sami Zayn right now. Who does? Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn trying to get into the well wishes of Roman. You think Roman's gonna give 2 shits about Sami Zayn? Alright, let's see what animal he didn't do it this week. He just got in the ring because he didn't flip off his flippity flops, and then we got the graphic of an animal. Alright, so we got that. So I'm gonna alright, let me finish this off and then we're gonna hear from Riddle. Not that anybody wants to hear from Riddle these days. But yeah, we move on with that. Forbidden Door still has over 2,000 limited view tickets available. So get your tickets now for the United Center and Forbidden Door on June the 26th. Anybody wants to get me a travel package? Go ahead and do it. I'm just kidding. Tony Khan says it was great to have John Morrison or Johnny Elite in AEW. AEW was criticized for losing wrestlers in the shuffle with a huge roster like WCW. That's what happens. That's what happens when Tony signs everybody from WWE. Can't put everybody on Dynamite and Rampage. Or Dark and Elevation. That's what it is. Ethan Page won the ACW Water City Championship. Worthless piece of tin. Thunder Rosa has no plans to wrestle after she turns 45. She's 35 now. Still looks amazingly hot. Caliente. Yes. Cody Rhodes says Double Nothing will be fine without him. Obviously. Let's see here. Okay, one more story and then we're gonna get out of here. Miro smash CJ Perry, pussy. Yeah. Miro found CM Punk's comments about Sasha Banks and Naomi's WWE walkout hilarious. Either you liked it or you didn't there, Miro. Blah, 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 blah. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, so that ends the video. I'm gonna get out of here and watch some Monday Night Raw. We're already 7 minutes in. And, Widow's crying like a little bitch. Because, Randy's hurt. My buddy Randy's hurt. I'm crying like a little bitch, but I promise that I'm gonna get revenge on you for the fans. I'm gonna do it for you. No, you're not, Rant. No, you're not, Riddle. Because you're gonna get stacked, smashed, and pinned at Hell in a Cell. You will acknowledge the tribal chief at Hell in a Cell. And you're gonna like it. And then at Money in the Bank, your little butt buddy, Randy Orton's gonna get smashed, stacked, pinned, and will acknowledge the tribal chief. And then at SummerSlam, probably be Drew McIntyre once again being stacked, smashed, pinned at SummerSlam. And then at the UK pay-per-view, it don't really matter to me. Because there's nobody that can beat Roman right now. Nobody. Ooh, Riddle's getting really serious now. Call Roman a piece of trash, a piece of garbage. Guy considers the top of the mountain. Ooh, big words from a weed man. Is that the weed talking, or is just you talking there, Riddle? Called him a tribal piece of trash. Ooh. He's just probably like, what the fuck? He says, I assure you I will get my vengeance on Roman, on Jimmy and Jay. And on, I guess he said, and on anybody. And I swear I'm gonna get vengeance. Hey, why don't you bring back the Vengeance pay-per-view? Blah, 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 blah. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Nick, Lauren, thank you for watching. Yeah, we got that special council meeting with the prophecy coming up in a bit. So I'm gonna get to that right away. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, thank you for watching. Enjoy Monday Night Snore. And I'll be back later with my Monday Night Raw review on the main channel, the Killer Demons channel. And that's it. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you to Nick and Lauren, as always, again. And anybody else who watched, thank you for the free view, asshole. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you for watching. Peter Gamer signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Cocoot. And I bid you adieu for now. And that's pretty much it. So, I'm Peter Gamer signing off. And if you're not down with that, me, Nick, Lauren, and everybody in the prophecy, if you don't like us, well, we don't care. Because we're the prophecy, we're the realest motherfuckers on YouTube. The fastest rising faction on YouTube. Better than you and your fucking friends. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, you don't like us, we don't care. Because we're the prophecy, and we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. And until next time, peace.